Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Ravenous Learner. In my last video, we had discussed a very interesting topic that was the 4 P's of marketing. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure to check it out soon after this video. Today, we have an even more interesting topic to discuss upon, that is the Product Lifecycle Management. This video will help you all to understand what is meant by Product Lifecycle Management, what are the phases involved in the Product Lifecycle Management, what is meant by each individual phase, and of course, not to forget, what are the benefits of using the Product Lifecycle Management. So let's get the learning started, starting with the very first subtopic of the video, that is what is meant by Product Lifecycle Management, or can be called as PLM. In short, I would answer this question by simply saying that product lifecycle management is the process of managing the life cycle of a product right from the very idea of the product, then through the engineering design and manufacture, and finally to the service and disposal of the manufactured products. In summary, I would say that managing the entire life cycle of a product, an individual has to interact with lots of people. An individual also has to deal with lots of business processes, systems, and data. Now, for this, there are various softwares available in the market. Such a software will eventually become the product information backbone for the company and also for its extended enterprises. Now we move on to the second subtopic of discussion, that is, what are the phases involved in PLM? The PLM mainly comprises of 5 phases, which are plan, define, build and test, assist, phase out and disposal. Now we move on to the third subtopic of discussion of this video, that is what is meant by each individual phase of the PLM. Starting with the phase number 1, that is the plan phase. Well friends, for answering this question, I'll give you a very simple example. If you say someone that I wish to start a company, a question might surely arise that what is your plan? Hence, you need to have a clear understanding in which segment you want to start the company in. Now, that will depend on your interest, passion, and of course, your skills. Once you have identified your plan and now you have also started the company, the second most important thing is to launch your products into the market. For this, before launching any product into the market, you need to do an extensive market research based on the viewpoint of the customer expectations of the future product, what features he wants the product should have, and also in this phase, you should also define what features you will have in the product as compared to what features are actually wanted by the customer. With this in mind, we now move to the second phase of PLM, that is the define phase. So, what is meant by the define phase? In define phase, you actually define all the points that you had in the plan phase. Along with this, you also now finalize with the idea of the looks of the product. If it's a manufacturing sector, you also have to deal with and finalize with the drawings of the product. You also have to define the business plan for the product, the investments required for the product, and also the payback period. Once you have defined all the points in the define phase, it is time now to start building the product. In building the product, extensive care should be taken that each and every process that you undertake to manufacture the product should be free of errors so as to minimize the cost of production and also to improve the quality and reliability of the manufactured product. After the product has now been built, it is time to test a product. In testing, giving the example of manufacturing sector, we actually compare our product performances versus the expectations that the customer had from the product when we actually started to plan the product. Assuming that the tested product fits the requirement of the customer, we can happily launch the product. If it doesn't fit the requirement of the customer, we actually repeat the process of plan and define and check have we missed out any point that is leading us to have a performance that is not matching as per the expectations of the customer. Once the product is launched, we now move on to the fourth phase of the PLM, that is the assist phase. In assist phase, maintenance and service assistance should be provided to the customer as and when required. For this, CRM systems are beneficial for the company because in CRM systems there is a central database for the customer and also the products he actually purchased from our company. Now we move on to the last phase of PLM, that is the phase out and disposal phase. What is meant by the phase out and disposal phase? A few years later, post the launch of your product might lose its appeal from the market and the customers might no more get attracted to it. The reason the customers are now wanting to have some more new additional features that you had not considered during the planning phase. In this case, it is always better to phase out the product from the market and also take care of its disposal if in case your product can harm the environment to any extent. To avoid this, companies should take full responsibilities to dispose of their products from the market. Now, as we have seen all the phases of the PLM, let us now move on to the last subtopic of discussion for this video, that is, what are the benefits of implementing a PLM? Implementing PLM has many benefits. A few important of those are as follows. Reduce time to market. Of course, implementing the PLM allows you to have already hands-on information available every time. With this, you can improve your efficiency to a great extent. Hence, this will help you to launch your product with as much less time as possible into the market. Hence, you will have a reduced time to market. The second benefit of implementing a PLM is increased full price sales. How this is a benefit? Now, if a company plans to launch a product into a segment in which a customer is desiring to have a product with features that have never been found before in any of the products that are existing into the market. With such a new product launch into the market, the company will attract all the customers to its product. Now, the customers will try to buy the product as early as possible. With this, the company can avoid to give discounts on its product and can sell the products on their original prices. This will help the company to also improve the profits and to have increased full price sales. The third benefit of implementing the PLM is the improved quality and reliability. Of course, with such a pretty data hands-on available every time, you are bound to make less errors and this will help you to improve your quality and reliability of the product. Some of the other benefits of implementing the PLM from the cost-benefit point of view are as follows. Reduced wastage and prototyping costs, savings achieved through integration of various engineering workflows, improved forecasting to have a reduced inventory carrying charges. To summarize at last, we today learned about the product lifecycle management, the phases involved in the product lifecycle management, and of course, not to forget the benefits of implementing the product lifecycle management. Thanks for watching the video. If you have liked the video, make sure to smash the like button below. Also, comment below if some topics you want me to discuss in my future videos. Or please subscribe to this channel to have all the latest updates from this channel. And at the last, thank you, goodbye.